Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently working on making ourselves a little bit of money. We need to tick forward and get some repairs done here. And the question is, how far are we willing to tick forward? That is a question. I think we let the awesome finish and call it good. Okay, so we've got 3 days on our financial report. Let's hop into the mech bay, make sure that nothing needs any internal work. We have multiple that need internal work. I guess I'm not shocked by this. The awesome does. Specifically, that's rough. Okay, we're going to need a heavy PPC over here. We're going to need a couple of double heat sinks. I believe we can replace all this. Okay, so the heavy PPC goes in over here. We're going to need a couple of double heat sinks, one here and one here, I believe it was. And we also need a medium laser over here. All of that is replaceable, and that will take 4 days to do. So the awesome is actually not going to be available for us. Okay, medium lasers are down here. What am I doing? Okay, medium laser goes in. So the awesome will not be available. Yep, that's all fine. It'll take it 4 days to finish up. Next, we're going to need to work on the Corsair. All that needs is a repair on the gyro. That is going to be fixed immediately. Fantastic. And the Wolverine is going to require a replacement on that leg, if I recall correctly. Yeah, this one over here. We also need a double heat sink over here and some MRM ammo. That's doable. I don't know if we have the improved MRM ammo. Let's see. We have Apollo. We've got an energy accuracy FCS in this, so Apollo ammo isn't going to work. We could do incendiary. Plus 2 heat damage dealt. Wait, so does it do a total of 6 heat damage? Because MRMs do 4 damage per shot. Oh, minus 40% MRM damage. Yeah, so it essentially trades out 2 regular damage for 2 heat damage. I think that's good, but I don't think that that's something that should be in the... I don't think that's something that should be the only ammo type. Also, why did we take armor off of here and not off of here? That seems slightly better. Okay, so we're going to do that. That's going to take 2 days. So we're not going to have the Wolverine back either. I'm a little surprised the Wolverine will get done that quickly, actually. I suppose we could do something like this and tick forward the 2 days to get the Wolverine. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mechs here, though. And I think I'd rather deploy right now. Let's hop into the barracks and see if anybody needs any training.
Yes, Commander. Waiting. Aye, aye.
Good old homogenous? That's not the word I'm looking for. What is the word I'm looking for? Homogeneous. That would help. Good old homogeneous training going on here. But I mean, my opinion is what my opinion is. So let's go ahead and hop into the command center. And let's think about what we want to run here. We're interested in cash. This has solid cash. It's only 3.5 skull. It's a battle. And we don't really care about the salvage. It's not a free priority salvage, but we can run like this. And that would definitely pay for our financial report. Assuming we don't take too much damage. But we can just drop cold fire there, and everyone else is good to go. So let's just run this. Excellent. Once we have that Mauler good to go, then things are going to turn a bit of a corner for us. But we need to get past this financial report, and once we do that, things should get quite a bit better. The Mauler and the Battlemaster being back, as well as the Awesome, would all be, well, forgive the pun, not really a good pun, but that would be awesome. It's more of a tautology, really. Not really a pun, but there you go. So this is going to be a battle in an urban environment. So we have to consider LOS is going to be potentially hard to come by. And there's also going to be an option for ambushes. But we need to destroy the legacy lance of local government mechs. Many years ago, we fought a lengthy conflict with the locals here in Heligoland. Recently, however, news has trickled in from a remote region of the planet. Enemy forces harrying regional transportation. Eyewitness reports describe very old mechs in colors from the conflict long since ended. You are to show these old mech warriors that the war is over for them as well. Commander, we can't underestimate these old-timers, but fortunately, we can expect poorly maintained mechs. Finish them quickly, and so we shall.
Interface initiated.
Okay, do we have allies? We do. Okay. We don't see any reinforcements. We can just drop somewhere up over here where we've got access to cover if necessary. We know that the enemies are somewhere up over this direction. Yeah, they're like right up in this intersection or so, is my guess. We can just drop right here. I don't really like where that Black Knight ended up, but we can do something kind of like this. Excellent. Yes, we're clustered together. But we'll see what that ends up looking like. Okay.
Let's get to fighting.
Okay. That looks interesting. Well, we're going to reserve and we're going to let them move. We have all those evasive pips, so they're probably just going to stray shot with us this close together. Our allies will move up and not really do a whole lot. It's round 1. He's got 6 evasive pips. What are they going to do? Okay. They have a phase 18 mover. We're not shocked by this. This guy moves in this phase. Okay, that's about what I expected. From our good old friend, what is that, a Fafnir? Be very strange to see a local government in a very old Fafnir, but it might be. I'm not entirely sure what model that is, but no, that's a bull shark. Okay. That's also very strange to see local government in a very old bull shark, but okay. We're going to go ahead and warlord here to increase our hit odds, and we are going to fire on this guy. I'm not going to fire the rocket 20 in round 1. Good thing he doesn't have the thumper variant. That could have done a lot of damage with us all clustered together like that. Okay. Little bit of incendiary missiles there.
Minimal.
Looked to me like he was located right up over in here. So that'll be fine. Not too concerned about it.
Waiting for order.
Our Hector can position up over here for clear LOS. We are going to Warlord because it's round 1. And let's fire on this bull shark.
Engaging target.
Solid hits there in that side arc. I like it. Our allies are just a couple of vehicles, and we don't expect them to do very much, in all honesty. The Salamander is going to position up over here. Those MRMs are going to do a whole lot here, I think. Hit odds aren't ideal, but they'll do.
That hit something good.
Yes, it did. Oh, the MRMs are hilarious. I love them.
I'm your spaniel.
The Boar's Head is going to move up to here,
Moving to position.
and we are going to fire direct on this guy. I am going... No, I keep forgetting Taboo doesn't have Warlord. I am going to fire on this guy, and this should be a knockdown, if not an outright kill.
See how you like this.
Yeah, it's a guaranteed knockdown.
Solid.
I mean, this bull shark is super dead. There's no way around it. Okay, he actually died from falling over. Hilarious.
Standing by.
The Black Knight is going to sprint forward as far as we can and see if we get eyes on anyone over here. We don't. Okay.
Good to go.
The Orion is also going to move forward.
Going.
I mean, we'll see him next round when we get sensors, so that'll be fine.
Yeah.
The Corsair is going to move forward as well. We do want to change the loadout of this Corsair,
Understood. Moving
but in our
fast.
current financial situation, now is not the time. Right, we need a unit to move in order to figure out, in order to get our sensors to update. Okay, so we see a Marauder, a Corsair, and an Orion. Okay. We're going to reserve. See if they show themselves. Our ally firing at that Marauder. Not getting much done, but it's a little bit of splash damage, I suppose. Maxim moves up, also fires at the Marauder. 4 damage. Okay, who moves? Whoever shows themselves first gets mauled. That's the way this works. Our ally is going to move up with the Drillson and fire on that Marauder. Gets a little bit of damage into the side arc. I'm okay with it. Plainsman moves up, doesn't fire. Both the Orion and the Corsair move in the same phase here. The Orion shows itself. Okay.
Not much armor left in that location.
Yeah, the Corsair really needs to be reworked, but that's expensive. Their Corsair fires on the Plainsman. Doesn't get much done there. I like it.
Ready.
The Mad Cat Mark II is going to position
Confirm.
here, and we're going to hit this Orion very hard. Do we fire the Rocket 20 here? Medium range? I think we'll wait. Okay. Got a good amount of damage into the Orion there.
Commander.
The Black Knight is going to position
On
here.
the move.
I'm even going to Vigilance it because it's exposed to fire from all 3 of these mechs. Now, we are better off firing on the Orion rather than the Marauder, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to chip down a lot of his armor here. Ooh, ammo explosion into dead Orion. I did not expect that, but okay, we will happily take that. We're going to move up with our Boar's Head, and these guys are in a reasonable spot for artillery over here. Which one would we rather fire on? We're going to need to be in indirect mode. The Corsair is better hit odds.
Firing all weapons.
Nice.
Orders.
The Orion can move up into LOS over here, and we're going to do exactly that. Dipping over to this side to keep this LOS as clear as possible. And hit odds are best on the Marauder. We'll fire the Rocket 20 on these hit odds. We'll even Warlord it to boost them further. This Marauder is facing strong side towards us, but it has been softened by the artillery. Nice.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Indeed it has.
Skipper.
Our Salamander is, I think, not going to be able to get into LOS, but that's okay.
Copy that, Commander.
I'm here.
And our Corsair probably won't get into LOS either. No.
Roger.
We're just going to move up to here for now. Call that good. Now, we move
Receiving you.
immediately again. We have multiple Phase 20 movers. I think that I'm going to reserve the Mad Cat, or rather move the Black Knight
Awaiting orders.
first. We're going to position the Black Knight like we did with the Orion. We're going to sprint it. It doesn't do wonders for our hit odds, but that's okay. We're going to position it
Affirmative.
right over here. We may be able to Warlord it, yes, to offset that sprint malice. And we're going to fire into the weakened side arc of this Marauder, and we're going to get ourselves a lot of damage here. Excellent.
Target's taken a critical hit.
So that's a knockdown on the Marauder, 2 pilot injuries.
Orders.
Now the Madcap Mark II can't get up into that position. We'll just place it here and sink heat.
Yes, come
The Hector can get into a firing position, and we're going to do exactly that. We don't even have to sprint it. That's nice. We can fire on the Corsair or on the Marauder, and we're going to take out the Marauder here. Just remove it from the field. We may as well tag first, but I keep forgetting to change that.
Target neutralized.
There we go. One dead Marauder, and all that's left is the Corsair. Drillson moves up, does a little bit of damage to it.
Standing by.
Orion is going to step in a little bit here for the one evasive
On
pip.
my way.
We're a little concerned about heat, and our heavy rotary AC5 is jammed, so we're probably just going to... Actually, this is even on heat. I like it. 2 solid hits there, double sensor impairment, and a structure exposure in this arm. We'll see what our allies do here. I don't know how useful that was. An ATM? MML. Okay. Was wondering about the 9 damage, but... Okay, now that's nice. Did he become unsteady from that? Not quite, I think. We do move phase 16 here. So that's wonderful.
Standing by.
We're going to step in with our Corsair.
Roger.
The Corsair is fresh. And we're going to fire on their Corsair with everything we've got here. We are going to Warlord to boost these odds. And let's let him have it.
Copy that.
Wow, an ammo explosion. It's just over.
Tango down.
Okay.
Mission successful.
Well, that went quick and smooth. That's what we needed, in all honesty. A quick and smooth. No problem at all there. We barely took any damage, and that is really good for the state of our repair pay. We now have a good opportunity to get caught up. We made 1.2 mil out of that. That's fantastic. And we'll get a little bit of salvage here, too. Maybe take the bull shark part. We got these other parts as well. We got a PPC. We do have one of those in stock. We'll keep that. We don't need the SRM ammo. So that's an additional 5,000 C-bills, I guess. Sure. So the next question, of course, becomes... How's our financial situation looking going into this financial report? And I think the answer is just fine. We're going to come through this with like 400,000 C-bills to spare, which will allow us to deploy multiple times next month and really start to build up our funds, which is great. We could even, in theory, maybe go for an upgrade. I think that's a little greedy, though, right now. Probably after our next mission is when we'd look to do that. Yeah, 30k C-bills in damage, not bad at all. I like it. We're going to go to descending order now rather than ascending order. I want to get these done. So that is great. We're going to go ahead and tick forward here. We've got some extra time in the episode, so we can run to this financial report.
Ready to go over
There we go.
whenever you are.
Yep, we knew that that was going to put us back into this position. And that's okay. So at this point, the Awesome is going to finish up in 1 day. There we go. Boot Camp is wanting to hire a new warrior. What is this? He offered us money for information about any more work we do in the system. I blew him off and left, but Coma stayed. We'll interview Coma. Oh, Coma's no longer dishonest. Nice! Fantastic. So we're going to tick forward here and let some of these other repairs finish up. We'll finish the Battle Master. We can't finish the Mauler before the financial report, but now is when we would want to do a deploy, assuming that we don't have any other internal damage to work on. And we actually do with the Battle Master. So let's refit that and see what we've got here. Oof. That's a lot. Okay. So we're going to basically have to redo this. So we lost one double heatsink over here. That's easy enough to replace. We'll put in the double heatsink. Now the question is, what about that X-Pulse? Can we maybe get better weapon loadout for the Battle Master? Because I'm not sure that we can replace the X-Pulse as it is. Actually, we can. However, we could also put in a large X-Pulse. We don't have the tonnage for that. So we put in the medium X-Pulse, and then the rest was just a bunch of medium lasers. So we had like some diverse optics, we had some regular medium lasers, and we had a Magna. We can't necessarily replace exactly the same type, but that's okay. I think for now we'll just do something along the lines of this. That'll take 4 days. We'll validate that. Okay.
Right.
That's not too bad to get that done. We're going to tick forward those 4 days because I want that Battle Master back. Okay. And now we're ready to deploy again. We're going to need to make some cash. And it's a little late in the episode to deploy again. So I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. And next episode, we're going to see about getting that sweet, sweet cash banked up and hopefully getting enough done to start working on a proper refit of that Corsair. The Corsair is not in a good state in its stock state. It's not great. That's for sure. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.